the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Back to throw. Cartwright trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 80 weapon. Check. Bear. Hey, Delta.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Break. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, Alpha. 49. championships, baby. 49.
Yeah. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cartwright. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Set, ready? 30 base. 49. Get the ball. Ready?
Looking to throw. Cartwright on the screen. This is Eckler. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Let's go.
A gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Patriots nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Blue draw, Corker. No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Hooper, 33 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now a carry here for their fullback. And some room to maneuver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On first down, Spears. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Hey, Foxtrot, foxtrot.
Back to throw. Cartwright. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, New England.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Cartwright nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Cartwright. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cartwright. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken around the 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The tackle there by George Odom. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Wait. Check. Check. Easy. Wide motion. Let's go.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Rush in. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Wait. Keep wide. Check 3.
Jones
Switch.
trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
This is Jones. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Dorsett. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He's got Allen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun, Cartwright. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, break.
Throwing again. Cartwright. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cartwright under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready? Blue 80. 51's the mic. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends, and what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel, right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Ready? Black, what is that? 951. I'm here all day. Hey, watch this, watch this. Come on, run back. He can't. He's not going to get
A give to the fullback on the dive. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
36, 36. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
On the give, this is their fullback. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ready? 125. Hey, it's coming. Easy. Man, I got you. Easy. Hey, 51. Hey. Flip it. Switch. He's coming. Double up. Easy. He's coming. Double up. Let's go.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 51. Here we go. Easy. Hey.
Jameis to throw it. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready? Blue 80. Mike 51. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Watch twist. 49. Check 49. Check 31. Check 31. And even. Check your hot read.
A carry for Barber. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Ready? White 25.
51 to Mike. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Easy. Wait,
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Entering, attention, pop up, the connection to your peer has been lost, exit game. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.